Hi, President Joe here, and I'm with some of our Ospreys, Felicia, Tony, Jade, and we're here at Whims Brewery in Atco, New Jersey with two of our alumni, the owners, Lance and Dorien Saunders. You went to Stockton, you set up your professional career, you moved forward and retired from your professional career.
Upon graduation, I went to work for the Camden County Prosecutor's Office as a detective and retired out of there 27 years and 10 months as a lieutenant.
You're still engaged in your professional career.
A private radiology practice, I do anything IT related there. Wear many hats, as I do here.
And somewhere along the line, the two of you decided, let's create a brewery. How did this all come about?
Actually, he started making home brewing. He would always come over to the house for family dinners empty-handed. And I would always like, wait a minute, if you're making beer, why don't you bring beer with you? And he goes, well, you don't ask. Once you tasted his beer, you knew it was something special.
What I'm doing now, computer science, it's very much thought-driven, you know, sitting at a desk, putting together a plan, looking at specs, and something about brewing is cool just because it's a mix of art and there's some physicality to it.
Does sometimes your relationship get in the way of business?
I've had my career, and my thing is, as a parent, I just want to be very supportive of him. So he does make all the final decisions.
And I think it's fair that he devotes all the time to me because he was very strict with raising me. So now it's my time to get a little bit of revenge.
Even though you both didn't major in business, are there lessons you learned at Stockton that you think you apply to your work here?
Taking time to understand where other people come from gave me the ability to give more grace to people and just become a better team player and collaborator, which I still use in every facet of my life.
So I'm currently a business major at Stockton. What is some piece of advice that you would give to business students who would like to start their own business in the potential future?
Always be learning, always have that hunger. It's okay to not know something. It's only foolish on your part to remain ignorant, right? So learn what you have to learn, do what you have to do, and keep moving.
Curious to know what the connection is between yourself, the brewery, and the surrounding community, and how does a place like this impact in a positive way?
One of the few things we did when decorating this place, a lot of the art here has been done by local artists. So the woodworking, the bar itself, all self-employed business people among South Jersey. Everything we do malt-wise in the beer, as much as I can use, comes from a farm in Shiloh, New Jersey. The majority of my beer is all grown in state.
Wow, this is great. So, Dorien, curious to know, what are we looking at here?
The process for brewing really starts at cracking the grain. Essentially, beer is made from sugar converted to alcohol. So first step is here, our mash tun. So I would have milled the grain, add it here with hot water, and then really I just let it sit for an hour or so to absorb all those sugars. We then rinse the grain out using my manifold, which is just a fancy device that lets me direct the water, the wort, any which way I want. So taking it from here to here, vice versa. To our boil kettle, we bring it up to a boil, really concentrate those sugars. And at the end of the day, we're sending it to one of the tanks you see over here, where it will become beer. And that's about it.
Okay, what's going on here?
So we have to shovel the grain out of the mash tun so we can clean it for the next brew day, and it doesn't come out automatically.
So, like shovel.
Shovel
like
away.
I need to go in here like this?
Stab in there, dump it in here.
Look at that. Look at that. So, do you reuse this?
We actually work with a local farmer, and it goes to feed their livestock. You can also have a bit now if you want. You can kind of taste what the beer will be like.
Get my fiber today.
That is.
So this was an awesome experience. Thank you so much for letting us be here. So my question is, what is your intended legacy and what's next for Whims?
So I think what's next for Whims is honestly just doubling down on what we do currently, making good beer and getting it out to the people. So we're kind of looking at the next location for Whims.
That's exciting. Terrific. Well, we've had a great day here at the Whims Brewery in Atco, New Jersey. I want to thank both of our alumni, Lance and Dorien Saunders, for their invitation and for showing us the ropes on how to brew. It's been a terrific day. So, stay tuned for the next episode of Osprey Journeys. And in the meantime, soar higher, go Ospreys!